I'm neurosurgeon. Now I'm working in the St. Paul Hospital.
Sorry guys, I got a phone call. Keep going.
To it again.
Yeah, hey guys.
Hi guys.
I'm in a hospital in Vietnam, and they're gonna introduce themselves. You already were. Sorry.
Hi, I'm here. I'm neurosurgeon. This is my department of neurosurgery. I graduated Hanoi Medical University, and I've been working in this hospital since 2003.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, long time.
Okay.
I'm the oldest doctor in the department.
How old are you?
You can guess.
You look young. 32.
I'm older. 37 years old.
37?
Yeah.
No way. Are you married?
Yeah, I have 2 children.
Oh,
A
nice.
daughter 7 years old and a boy 5 years old.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. I wish I could meet them. Next on the list.
Hi everyone, my name is Hong. I'm a doctor from anesthesia department. I'm 26 years old.
26?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So before you go, so in anesthesia you can be done with everything by 26? Like done with residency, or how long is the whole process of like going to school?
That is complicated. After 6 years in the university, you become a general doctor.
Okay.
And after that, if you pass an exam to become a resident,
Okay.
you must have you have 3 or 4 years
Okay.
in the hospital for working
Okay.
for the resident.
Okay.
After that, you have main doctor.
So it takes at least like 10 years, more than 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
But you start at 18.
Yeah.
So by like 20, so you're 26. Did you already finish? Or?
But because she didn't pass the examination to become a resident, she applied in the hospital, in the St. Paul Hospital, for the anesthesia. And
Okay.
now she working and studying together.
Cool. Okay. Well, good luck. I know you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello everybody. I'm Charles. I'm a junior doctor from Neurosurgeon department. I'm just finished my medical degree as doctor in the Hanoi Medical University last year, and then I'm start working here as a junior doctor, learning from Dr. Kian and everybody in St. Paul Hospital, and I'm 25.
Wow, you guys are such kids.
But yes.
We're the old ones, yeah.
But here I have many things to learn, and I'm still working as an intern here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're an intern.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yes.
So
Something like that in this hospital.
cool. Okay. Sounds good. And finally.
Hello everybody, I am 25, like Joe,
Another kid. No, go on.
and I'm also a student, junior doctor from neurosurgery department.
Okay.
I have started working here for about 6 months, so I'm a new guy. I've been here for 6 months. It is short time, so I think everything is
Cool. Your boss is here, so everything is cool.
The work is a little bit stressful.
Okay.
But I think it is very interesting to learn every day, to learn my skill every day.
Okay.
I think it's in the future.
Okay. And I am. Thank you. I am Ali. Okay. You guys, most of you know me, but I'll introduce myself, I guess, too. What's that?
It's your Facebook.
It is my Facebook,
Yeah,
but you know,
everyone knows.
who knows who's gonna watch this in the future, you know? So, I am a internal medicine hospitalist doctor in Arlington, Virginia, outside of Washington, D.C. at Virginia Hospital Center. But I quit for now. And I left in November. I'm traveling to show humanity, different cultures around the world, that we are all the same. Okay? And as you can see, there's doctors from Vietnam and America sitting in the same room, just hanging out, laughing, talking. Okay? Because we all, on life, because we all believe we have to save lives, right?
So in some way.
Some form.
Yeah, some form.
I used to do what you do, but now.
Yes. I think everyone does save life in some ways.
I'm gonna switch out, and we're gonna go to your opinion. Okay. So you are now on camera.
Really?
So,
What?
yeah, because you were talking about saving lives.
Yeah. It's like even if I intern in this hospital for 6 months,
Yeah.
and in my life as a medical student, as you know, if you guys in US, you cannot touch or do something like the real experience with the patient. But we, as we are in medical university and students, we all do the jobs as interns, as the residents. You can examine the patient. You can even do some job that you think is very unregular,
Yeah.
restricted in US. That's like even taking the catheter, the intervention, so like even lumbar thefts or
Puncture, yeah, spine
puncture,
test.
some
Yeah.
things, and even some things that you guys don't know, like intubate or some things.
Right, right.
If you in medical student, you cannot imagine that. You can only learn, and I think you're very hard time to learn and pass the examination.
Is medical school hard here?
Yes, we have hard, but we have
By
many
the way,
times.
one of my doctor friends is watching now.
Yes.
Dr. Mueller from the emergency room.
Yeah.
And another doctor friend, Dr. Kamana. Dr. Kamana and Dr. Mueller, how you doing? Dr. Kamana went to medical school with me.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, you did radiology.
Where you?
If I'm wrong, sorry, brother. I think I'm right. And Dr. Mueller is in the emergency room where I work. They're both great people and great doctors. But sorry.
So do you use practical skill in your university? Have you done any emergency stuff like intubate or helping patient as a student, not a
procedures,
resident?
basically. Yeah. As a medical student, I learned how to do lines, and all that stuff. As a resident, I had to learn how to intubate. I had to learn the spinal tap. They called me IV therapy because I put in lines so easily. So it was IV therapy.
But yes, but we as a 6-year medical students, we must watching and even do that in the real life, not as residents.
Yeah.
Only in 6 year.
Yeah.
Only in 6 year, not
6th year. Oh, but you guys have 6 years of medical school.
6 year in medical school.
And the whole
Process.
all 6 years that you're in medical school, you're like studying medicine.
Yeah.
See, that's so much better than America. Okay, sorry, America, I'm going to insult you. But basically, what America does is they make you take 4 years of undergraduate college first, which means you're studying like history and math and all this stuff that I guess is good for you as a person, but doesn't matter if you already know what you're doing, right? So then you waste 4 years, basically. And by the time you go into medical school, you're already 22. And you guys are 2 years from finishing your medical school at this point, right? Because you already did 4 years. So then we have to do 4 years of medical school, and then we go to 3 years of residency. And by the time we're done, we're like 30 years old, 31 years old. But every other country in the world, like India and you guys and every other Asian country, it's immediate. Like, do you like that? Or do you guys think that maybe the American system is better?
Lack of some things like experience or the knowledge not enough for 6 year
You think 6 years isn't
yes,
enough?
because 6 years you must divide that between the time you are in hospital and the time you are in the textbook.
Or
and
like
in the lecture.
clinicals and actual like
Yeah.
test taking or whatever.
So mainly you are, when you go to the medical school, you
Yeah.
technically that about 3 to 4 years only clinical.
Your last 3 years.
Last 3 years. So we don't have any that time.
So we're 2 and 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we don't have the time that we only in clinical. We always have lecture and clinical lecture in that 6 years. So that's something that's very the distraction in your knowledge and in your practice skill
You think it's good or bad?
is very bad.
Oh, you think it's bad because it goes back and forth?
Yeah, it's back and forth.
Okay, I agree with you on this.
Yeah.
I do not think that 4 years is enough time. I think that we should learn more in America. I think they should take away some of the undergrad and maybe give more medical school, more residency. Because even now, see, when I was a resident, the residents stayed overnight 30 hours straight. Okay, every 4 days, 30 hours overnight by themselves in the middle of the night. They had to learn. They couldn't call the boss, like your boss, you know. You had to just learn as people are like dying. You had to just do it. And that's, I call baptism by fire. Okay, you just learn by fire. You just learn in the moment, right? But we don't have enough time to learn in the moment. And now because Americans are worried about, 30 hours straight, the doctor's going to fall asleep, it's going to give bad care, duty hours, etc. Now they don't do that overnight care. And I feel like a lot of the doctors that come out of residency are not prepared. They become boss doctors and they have no clue what they're doing. Okay, I mean, I had no clue what I was doing for a little bit too, but I learned, right, as I went and got experience. But I think maybe the 6 years thing that you guys do is good. I think maybe we need more years, but I agree that maybe to go back and forth, 1 month read, 1 month work, that doesn't really work that way. I think
even that, not 1 month, 2 weeks back and forth, 2 weeks later, 2 weeks.
2 weeks is even worse because you don't learn anything.
It's very worse in Vietnam.
But,
was it like that for you too?
But actually, during 6 years in the university, for the first 2 years, you must learn the subject like mathematics, the physics, or something like that.
So they do teach you that still.
Yeah. But,
So it's kind of like ours.
And we start doing in the hospital from the 30th.
Oh, okay.
But half a day. That means the morning you can go to the hospital for the clinical,
Yeah.
but the afternoon and evening you return to the university for the lecture.
So in those first 2 years when you're doing like physics and biology and this kind of stuff, are you also doing like stupid classes? Like are you doing like, not stupid, but like, are you also doing like something that's not related at all? Because those classes are kind of related.
Yeah, I think it's not the stupid subject, but but it means you have only 4 years to work in the hospital.
So like us.
Yeah.
It's similar.
So during 4 years, as you know, you have a lot of the knowledge that you must have learned. So I think that 4 years is not enough for them to become a doctor.
I agree with you. So you basically what happens is you have 2 less years of the basic stuff because you have physics, biology, or something for 2 years. We do too, but then we have 2 years of like history and art and stuff that I love. I love that stuff.
Right.
But it's not necessary, for this. But the reason America does that, sorry, back to me. The reason America does that is because they want to get rid of the people that should not go into medicine. Some people maybe are not intelligent enough to do it. I hate to say it like that, but some people maybe don't pass the test or whatever. Some people just don't enjoy it because it's really long hours. They might have families, they might have kids, they might have something else, So the reason America does these 4 years of other subjects is because they want to see if you're good enough, if your test score is good enough, or if you really want to work that hard, So they have good reasons that they do that. But the problem is by the time you're done, you're like older than me and him. Because we're really old. We're old. But I think it's a better overall plan because you guys spend a little bit more time in the hospital. So where I did my residency in America was this place called Washington Hospital Center. Okay, it was in the city. It was like in the part of the city where people had gunshots and knife wounds and like homeless people and drug addicts. So it was like you couldn't walk outside. Basically, it was dangerous. But the people that were accepted into the residency programs were people from like Vietnam and India and Europe and here and there. Basically areas around the world that have like better training over the course of their medical school and undergrad and residency and etc., but have less basic training the way that we do. But from what I saw, having friends from these countries, meeting people from these countries, and sorry America, and sorry my American-born and trained doctor friends and residents and medical students, but these people from other countries, maybe their IQ's not higher, but they're smarter as doctors. Okay, because the people that get accepted in America from your country and these other countries have like the 99th percentile on their exams. Because America only lets in the best, right? So it's those people that got the best test score out of everybody, they end up there. So if any of you guys have foreign doctors, they're smarter than me, okay? So trust them. I'm sure you guys even have friends who went to America, right? I'm sure you guys have some people that look like the top of their class and ended up going to like, I don't know, big hospitals over there, right? Vietnamese. Do you know people that left and went back?
Yeah, I know a doctor. He older than me now. He working in an ICU doctor in I don't know exactly, but
But you have to want to apply too. Even if you guys are probably like really good test takers and good scores, but you also have to want to go to another country, right? You don't just get told come to America. Like you actually have to want to go there. And
I think this is very very difficult to apply a job as a doctor in US. And you know my friend she very
what do you call her?
Whom? Her name?
Okay, I call her Dao.
Isabel. Dao, Isabel.
Okay. Are you watching? I don't know if she's watching. You have to. So when you see people's names, tell me who's watching. Okay. That way I can say
Rajesh.
Who?
Rajesh.
Oh, Rajesh. What's up, man? I know him from Nepal.
Paul.
Very very nice guy. Cool guy. Like you a lot.
Paul Lisa.
Who?
Paul Lisa.
Paul. Oh. Paul is a musician in England. Okay. Paul went to high school with me. High school, junior high, elementary school. He was like my best friend as a small kid, and really sweet, nice American guy who's like a guitar playing musician now. You should check out his music on YouTube or somewhere. Paul, I put in a plug for you. Okay.
Yeah.
When you get rich, don't forget me.
Yes.
Anybody else or?
No, just
Okay.
two of them.
Your hand's probably getting tired, so there you go. I'm sorry. So you can continue to tell me. Is it still there?
Yes, it's the Paul Alexander in Rajesh Manipur.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
you were
then-
saying, sorry. And sorry, we won't do this for much longer. I know you feel shy, right?
It's okay.
I have a big friend. He graduated Hanoi Medical University, and after that he had 3 months in Japan for studying.
There.
No, for the ICU doctor.
Oh.
And after that, he come to the US, and he said me that it's very very difficult to study and to apply the job as a doctor
Why?
in the US. But now he works as an ICU doctor in the hospital.
In America.
In America.
Is he happy?
Yeah, he's very happy. Now all of his family live in the US.
Really?
Yeah.
And they're all happy. I like Vietnam. I'd rather live in Vietnam. Sorry, America. America's gonna hate me by the end of this video.
I think that that depends for each person. I think that when you love your job, you love your lifestyle, yes, you can easy you can live easily. But
If you're happy.
yeah, but for the people who cannot
Go ahead.
yeah, cannot
Pass.
Cannot remember their words. No,
Cannot like
cannot stand or cannot
work.
work in
Okay.
the US. They come back to Vietnam because Vietnam is
cannot
is
feeling
a country
comfortable.
that is, I think that it is easier for working
Adapt.
or for living.
But I was question about Vietnam, not medicine for a second. I was told that 70% of Vietnam is like farmers, right? Only about 30% live in the big cities.
That since number to the past and now
Changing.
yeah change. Nowadays there are a lot of people who live in the countryside and come to the city, big city like Hanoi city or Da Nang city to work for and study, and they want to stay there because as you know in the big city there are a lot of there's so many opportunities for working, for studying.
Are you from the big city?
Yes,
Your
I'm
family?
Hanoi.
You're Hanoi.
Yeah, I live in Hanoi.
You are from where originally?
She came from Bắc Ninh, Bắc Giang.
Bắc Giang.
Bắc Giang.
Bắc Giang.
The north of Vietnam.
Yeah.
North near like China, basically. And your family lives there?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like, are they farmers or is it a city or what? What is your origin? Like, do they live in the countryside?
Your family?
Or is it a big city, your family?
My family live in Bắc Giang.
No, like
how,
how
job?
do they
how does it work? That means they are the
Can we bring you on camera?
Yeah. I already bring here.
You're already on camera.
Yeah.
And Paul always said that this is a funny
I'll make it
question.
quick. I'll make it 2 minutes, or 1 minute or something. Yeah.
1 minute.
1 minute, done. We have made an agreement. 1 minute. Okay. So your family? No, I was just asking. What does your family do? What do you?
My parents are teacher.
Architecture?
Teachers.
Oh, teachers
profession.
for like kids. Oh, that's a good. That's nice. I think the only job in this world that is more noble and nicer than doctors is teachers, in my opinion. Because doctors are nice people, we save lives, we do a good thing, but we get paid a lot of money, okay? Teachers don't get paid that much money. You know, like a doctor, okay, what's the salary for a doctor here in Hanoi? You guys, neurosurgeon, anesthesia, if you don't mind me asking.
For me, my salary about $300 per month.
$300 per month. But that's better than the normal Vietnamese, because normal Vietnamese make like $200 a month, correct? If they're lucky, sometimes it's 120 or 150.
The salary of in Vietnam that depends the time you are working.
Okay.
That means I have a long time working in my hospital, so my salary is higher than the other.
Okay. So are they jealous of your salary?
Yeah.
A little jealous?
Because he is junior doctor now.
Is he on camera too, or just me?
No. Yes.
It's like looking straight at me. I wasn't sure. Like
Your breath.
I thought you were like looking at my nose or something. I guess.
And my parents, my My father was a teacher for about 40 years in the university. But his 40 years, like Dr. Kim said, that the salary get much better when you work for a long time.
Okay.
But the totally for teacher that he can get is a normal salary about 4 or 5 millions, also something about 200 and about $300 for 40 years working.
How much, compare a doctor to a teacher in Vietnam. What's the difference between a doctor and a teacher in Vietnam, salary-wise?
No, if you have
Starting salary, not like 40 years, starting salary.
for the starting salary,
Doctor, teacher.
that is the same for all the people who work in for the government.
Same.
And this is a government hospital?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a government.
Are there private hospitals or everything's government
for
hospital?
the private hospital, the boss of this hospital pay for that depends the quality of the doctor.
So like a private hospital doctor makes more than a government?
Exactly.
That's like America, same
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
And then a teacher, are there government teachers and private teachers?
That is the same.
Same.
Yeah.
It's just one type of teacher.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
government teacher, all government. So what does a government teacher make per month, starting salary?
About
How much money?
$90.
$90 a month.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay, starting salary for a private hospital doctor.
That depends. That depends the quality of the hospital and the quality of the
Best quality, best. Starting salary, private doctor.
That is a separate number.
That's what?
That is a separate number.
Secret number.
Yeah.
We have secret numbers in Vietnam.
Yeah.
That means-
Private.
Wait,
I
like
think
you
that
don't know
is
the number?
Is it the same in the US or in the
Secret number?
Yeah.
Yes. My salary is a secret number. I'm not telling you.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay. All right. So basically, what I'm understanding though is it's about a teacher makes about 1/3 of what a doctor makes. Okay, that's what I understood from what you just told me. 90, 300. Okay, 1/3. In America, it's the same thing. Depends on what kind of doctor you are. You in America, oh my God, you'd have Trump money. So you should come. Okay, not Trump brain, just Trump money. But a teacher, let's say my kind of doctor, right? Internal medicine. A teacher makes about 1/3, exact same thing. And I think that's so sad. You know, the kids and the education of the children are the future of Vietnam, they're the future of America, they're the future of the whole world. So, in my opinion, I think teachers should be paid like so much money, right? I mean, your dad was a teacher, your mom and dad were a teacher. Where were your mom and dad?
My mom is a teacher too.
So, wait, is everybody a teacher? Your dad was a teacher too, or no?
It was the most common job in
Actually, I have a
because
question.
in my country, to encourage the people to learn, they
Too much gas?
no, the government will pay for pay all the
Salary and stuff?
no pay all the money pay all the fee for the student
To go to school.
to
So going to school is free
go to
in Vietnam?
Yes,
to
for the education university and for the military university.
All school is free.
now
Only
just
education university. So that means when you go
Okay,
there.
kids' education is free.
No.
No?
Well,
If you
the things
go-
he want to talking about. If you guys want to go to an university,
Yeah.
if you choose education section, that means you will become a teacher.
Okay.
That the money for university will be free.
Okay.
Or if you want to become a military man,
Okay.
like military
That's free
university,
too.
so that's free.
What about medical school?
It's I guess.
You guys have no money now? How much do you? I have two questions. They're not even related to each other. Remind me. I want to know how much you have to pay for medical school. Don't forget. Okay, but I want to ask him a question first before I forget. So teachers, right? Teacher mom, teacher, two teachers, right? Teachers or no teachers? Parents, mom, dad.
My mother is a teacher too.
Oh my God. Okay. So America, when they think of Vietnam, they think of 1975. Vietnam War ends, right? Vietnam War, right? America, Vietnam, Vietnam War. That's what America thinks about Vietnam. Then they think, okay, we lost that war, and then communism took over, right? That's what they start thinking. So when America, who's watching this, is seeing teacher, right, everywhere, over the past 30 years, 20 years, 40 years, what America is thinking is, what were they teaching? Okay? So by that I mean, like if we look at countries like China, okay, which is also like a socialist, whatever, okay, which is a great idea. I think socialism is a great idea, just sometimes doesn't work, okay? But in China, there's a lot of control over media. There's a lot of control over what they teach in schools. The government tends to control a lot, right? And they tell you this is what you talk about, you don't talk about this. Okay, so my question is, in the Vietnamese schools, since you are the kids of teachers, was there control over schools? Like, did the government control, like, did your mom and dad or whoever, could they only teach certain subjects and they're not allowed to talk about other topics? Make sense, the question?
It's the same as in China. But
Same as China.
it's not same, but it is
Similar.
similar is the word. But
So-
it is a holistic subject. I don't.
No, don't talk about it. It's okay.
Yes.
How do you guys, in the modern day, in the past, I just wanted to hear a yes or no what you gave me, but now in the past 10 years of Facebook, right, and Instagram, and all these other things that are happening, and the internet becoming powerful, look, there's an American Vietnamese people talking on Facebook Live, right? So there's a lot of information now available to young Vietnamese people that was not available before. Right? 10, 15, 20 years ago, you guys didn't know what was happening in America. You guys didn't know what's happening in China. You guys didn't know about some of the political relations and the history. So whatever history China tells their people is what they have to believe 10 years ago. Right?
Yeah.
Whatever history America tells their people, which America has a lot of propaganda too.
Yeah.
American media, all they talk about is Britney Spears and Justin Bieber, and we don't know what's happening in Africa or Vietnam or some of these countries. That's why I'm traveling to show people the reality of the world, that Vietnam's a beautiful country with great people. But since the internet has become powerful, right, and you guys can just go online and look at stuff, does the younger generation still listen to their government? Or is the younger generation starting to have like a bigger voice?
No, we nowadays know, but a lot of things that the government